This poem is called Isn't Philosophy the Daydream of the First Prime Mover of the Omniverse? The set of all impossible worlds is outside of my backyard. Who and why is it that the labyrinth is tussled in the Medusae centaur's quantum chromodynamic beard? This is Plato's cave. The Between ethos and reason and logos through the imaginary numbers for which the post idealistic Lebensworld has shucked. Well, today is an infinitesimal beacon of harpooning, a wedding between Minon jungle squared circles in Plato's chariot, between the toboggans which swim into the omniverse on a summer day in Andromeda. How how it's nailed to this Lemuria's idyllic and anagogic mystagogic taliswoman of Albania. The gazettes and gazebos were jammed through the carburetors of the sempiternal Gosselin hookup machine. You see that always through this serendipity of serenity, from which who's else is to robe the hijab, for which this hyper metaphysical symbolism, and there's the sugar glider soaring among the mineralized unicorns and yaks and zoas. These are the gilded guilds of the lyricism of Sappho. Doesn't the trapezium of poetics become their narrow poetics of Heidegger's 50s Corvette, slipping into the hoarding of this omnigon, for which among the froth of the cornucopias of the Zazoff I become the bottomless pit of the rabbit holes, for which cosmic sempiternity of the dendrophobes of gerontology, it's theosophy becoming data on the redwoods, that which is with Thanatopsis and his perspectivism of Nietzsche, both Steve Doors raw and the crispy night hermetically stapled into the Rawkin Clydesdales with the buckaroos of the yaks, from which this dragon fruit of gnosis, a a, a, s- a Klondike bootstrap of metallic iron brushed quantum chromodynamics. Poetry is the synopsis of synesthesiacs, but but heraldry is the millenarian to basket weave the 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 lactins of harpooning dragons beyond the saline sweatiest tubules of the moon. This anomalous sociologist of quantum psychiatry um um ignites the antediluvian manuscripts which foreplay upon the exploding behemoths of the saline bootlegs and disco jockeys of Noah's Ark, for which is crocus of glitz and grebes, which transmutate the obsidian between Mount White Rock and Vancouver across the saline dripping pine resin of the yachted peoples. But for there was their new Thanatopsis and Thanatopsis and the stupefying ironed out lamps of these submarine faced automobiles, which rampantly um are enter the corridors of the moons, harpooning and rolling and shaking off their flesh of phosphorescent lunar high school floorboards, which glue this drunken verbiage in rainforest of the irrational numbers, which Carabeo, this omni-god fleshiest dune in the oasis of Andromeda's hoary red starry scapes of chilly chilly April night, from which parakeets to the omniscience of the crawdads and calisayas, to this dreamscape of the supraphysicalist Clipperton Island, from bootstrap into it. What will become hyperfuturism is the cornucopia Minot jungle, the demonic rivulets with psychedelic raindrop bearded manes and lioness corduroys s- parade down the vexillology of um omniscient iridescent fawns razor bladen the swimming towards the moon, on which this um marvelous fawn with its celestialized apocalyptic forehead snap drawled out in the sweat of the wildflowers, which which Neurasphysiac, the Medusae, which Neptune and Pluto sidereals between the automatations of these mechanical brass mustangs, volatilize and adrenalize the orgasmic, psychonic, psychophysical electromagnetics of the muses of the Sibylline Sibyllate Amitabha Amitabha Popocatépetl bleed into the rolled curlicules of flags of the possible world televisions of the peregrinating hawk-eyed quotidianesque Molinos disentangling of the carburetors of the Archambaulus Baroque Damask between this granite of harpooning moonscapes of geometrical razor blades, which beautifully snap to the gutting of the succotash and wormwood, the Heideggerian arithmetic mandrakes, which co-linearize this transmigrational metempsychotic and needle psychoticist sluice between the peregrinations of the hummus machinery from this Lebensworld to the hyper idealization of this disentanglement of the pneumatic shamanic turbulent aura between these gesticulating rolling sempiternal antlers to siren the hermetic werewolves which torpor this glistening of polyphemized and saline goblins which ram the Noki and the Madrids and Madronis of these panpsychic and parapsychic homunculations of the ochre orchidaceous dumplings, which become the volcanological and speleological labyrinths into the walk triumvirate primevalizations of this moon dog and moon bow between Andromeda's Yuktuk snow and Muktuk snow, Klondike boots which oar the sempiternal weave between the verbiage for which loves harpoon and lust, Maldors and basket weaves its its nettle psychic Calabeo and Calisaya of concavity. Thank you.